What's up, Cheddarpot Nation? It's your boy, Zach. I'm back. I'm here with Clay. Say something so that the camera shows you.
What's poppin', everybody? How we doing?
Yeah. So as you can tell, it's a little different right now. We're doing a Zoom call. We're trying a new method. Basically, how we've been doing Cheddarpot for the last couple of years was a little bit complicated, but I feel like it made for a good product. It looked cool, but it was really tiring to edit and to send each other these large files. So we're trying something new. Also, no Cole today. Cole could not make it, even though a big part of the reason we did this Zoom thing was so he wouldn't have to go over to Clay's. He could just call in, but he's busy. So here we are.
I feel no Cole.
I feel no Cole. Honestly, it's not the first time you guys have seen an episode without Cole, so it's not like you're going to miss him. But yeah, it's kind of a new era of Cheddarpot here. I'm hoping, I think we're all hoping we can create a little bit more content than we have been in the last couple months. And it is what it is. Life is busy. But I think we're in a good spot now.
We'll tell everybody what we've been up to in the last.
Yeah. Since the last time you guys saw us.
I don't think we've done an episode during the NBA or NHL new season.
Is that real? Is that true?
I think, because I don't think we've talked about the Wild much at all. Maybe we did at the beginning, because I think we were kind of doomer about the Wild, but I can't remember specifically. But
yeah, I feel like maybe at the beginning. There's no way our last episode was in October, right? There's no chance, right? I kind of want to look it up, but at the same time, like maybe we don't.
Regardless,
let's talk about the seasons.
But we'll talk about the seasons of life.
That's what I meant, yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the seasons of sports. Okay. The new Cheddarpot HQ.
Yes.
We're going to have a whole different setup, for when Cole ends up coming over. But for now, this is the current situation we got going here. That's about everything on my end. What's going on with you, Sir Cheese?
Yeah, I mean, nothing other than just being jealous of your nice new house that you have. Since the last time we recorded, you and I have been in the same room together. That was fun. Holidays and whatnot. Me personally, got laid off from my job in November, so I've just been grinding, doing a lot of basketball refereeing because obviously that's my only personality trait is sports. So, nothing crazy. Trying to watch as much as I can, even though pretty much every Wolves game happens when I am working. So, nothing much else to update. I moved my desk. This is a new background. I'm still in the same apartment. Chef is over here being annoying, as he always is, when I'm trying to record something or interview for a job. So life's good, to be honest. It could be worse. It certainly could be better, but I'm happy. A big part of that is because the Minnesota Timberwolves have hit 40 wins on the season in just 63 games time.
Oh.
Yeah. Which I think is the fifth fastest we've ever gotten to 40 wins in franchise history. Which is just kind of the norm now under Chris Finch and Ant, so not a surprise. The vibes are good. Also, the Minnesota Wild are stacked right now. They're winning games.
WAGON!
We're coming all over the ice every night, except for when we play Utah, because for some reason that's not a game we get up for.
Not sure why Utah and Phoenix have had our number for years, but that's just what it is. Sharks have our number 2, but only if we go to overtime, which we end up doing pretty much every time we play them. But that's about it. I think we could beat just about everyone else. Doesn't matter who it is. So
yeah, I think we're feeling confident on both ends of the spectrum here. Obviously, this is a Minnesota sports podcast, your number one source for ethical Minnesota sports takes. But today we're just focusing on the hockey and basketball. Football, obviously, there's constant narratives happening right now, especially with the Vikings. But we're not going to pay attention to that. Twins are in spring training. Not much to talk about. Just good luck, Byron Buxton, in the World Baseball Classic. He got hit by a pitch in the elbow yesterday and had to leave the game. Classic Byron Buxton. I think he'll be okay though. So go red, white, and blue. And speaking of that, we also just had the Olympics where several Minnesota Wild members received a gold medal after beating Canada in overtime.
Oh, dude.
Huge. I was definitely awake and watching it. Clay watched that game. I just woke up to the good news.
Yeah.
It's been cool.
I was in Houston for that, man. I was recording with the band, and we were up till like 4 a.m. the night before. Reed was, he was usually staying in the studio, but like we stayed up way too late, so he went to go sleep on the trundle bed in my room. I'm like, bro, totally fine, but just so you know, 7 a.m. I'm up. But I got up, I ended up falling asleep for just a little bit, but then I woke back up for like a second. And, bro, when not only like did I wake up the whole house by screaming, but it was, I don't know, man. I was so stoked. That was such a fun thing to watch. Even the game against Sweden where Quinn Hughes scored that game winner. Oh my, that was the most fun I've had watching hockey in a long time.
That was electric.
I did not expect it to be anything like, you know, the Four Nations, where there was just constant fighting because there was different rules and different regulations, and they were protecting the players a lot more. But man, these guys were playing hard, and that's what you want to see. It's just so much fun to watch people, or just athletes, elite athletes at that level, playing as hard as they possibly can and giving 110% effort, and that's what they're doing, man. So congrats to the boys, bringing it home for the first time since 1980. Oh my. I'm so excited.
Shout out. Yeah, it's the high stakes, like Olympic gold medal, especially when it comes to like the big four sports, when you like basketball, and obviously baseball has been a part of it, and hockey, but like that shit is, everyone tunes in for that. And it was cool to see them pull it out. And lest we forget, another gold medal winning American team, the women's U.S. hockey team, also featuring several players from our very own Minnesota Frost on it. But this is nothing new for them. They win gold all the time. So, you know, like business as usual, right? I'm not surprised. Obviously, I'm proud of them, but the girls, they always handle it, man. Dude. The boys finally showed up. So shout out to the USA.
Dude, that game, I would honestly, like, if you, apples to apples, that game winner was probably one of the more exciting things I've seen in my life. Just for
nasty,
dude, nasty move. The game up, Hillary Knight, just what a play. And then you have Megan Keller on the OT with one of the more nasty
little snatchback move.
Entire life, that shit was crazy. I was trying to help Hal put a chair together, and I had it on my phone, and I just ran around the house. It was so sick, though. So that's good stuff.
Yeah, and that's what I mean when I say like playoff hockey, like just high stakes hockey is one of the most fun sports because it just ends like that, you know? Like baseball doesn't always have that. There's not always a walk-off, but with hockey, if it goes to overtime, it's a fucking walk-off every time. And it's so exciting. So
the bar is going to explode, or everyone's one of those two things happen. I mean, I guess in the Olympics it's going to be electric anyway, but that's why we love it.
Yeah, so much winning. All we do is win. Speaking of, except for today. Today is March 7th. It's Saturday, about 5 p.m. The Timberwolves just lost to the Magic, playing on primetime, quote-unquote primetime Saturday afternoon game. First and foremost, listen, the Magic are not a bad team. They're not necessarily a team that I would compare like other losses the Wolves have had, where it was like they didn't get up for like the Sacramento Kings, right, who have the worst record in the NBA. Like, this is a very different team, but the Wolves, I mean, were non-existent after the first quarter. Like Clay, obviously, I don't think you got to watch it, but you heard a little bit of what I had to say. Ant popped off. First 9 minutes of the game, 17 points. Like, he was unconscious. It looked like the Wolves are going to run away with it. And then just classic Minnesota Timberwolves basketball, we start kind of letting our guard down on defense, and every time we scored, the Magic scored too. And second quarter comes around, Ant doesn't score a point, picks up 3 fouls, and just from that point on, it just never really felt like they were going to get back into it. They had moments where, you know, went into the half down 10, but just every time we started getting something going, the Magic did something back. And then let's not even fucking mention the amount of fouls that were in the fourth quarter. There was like a 5-minute span where it was a foul on each side of the court. Like, foul, shoot your free throws, team gets the ball, they go to the other side, they get fouled. Like, the Magic and the Wolves were shooting free throws constantly. There was no rhythm. There was no way for the Wolves to get back into that game, nor did it seem like they wanted to. So that was a tough game to watch. I'm glad that you didn't watch it, Clay.
I'm sorry. Okay, my grandparents were over. I missed the game, but it was a good game.
Happens.
And also, dude, we just won 5 in a row. Like, it's not
True.
I woke up to a text from me and Cheese's buddy, B, and he was like, Wolves suck. Like, he's so doomer about it. He gets a shout out every episode, I swear to God. But
He's a big part of the Cheddar Pod zeitgeist.
for sure. But, I mean, whatever. I'm not too worried about it. 40 wins is 40 wins. That's dude, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, if we had a 40-win season, we'd be stoked. So,
Oh, yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it. I mean, you can look at this. I feel like you have to look at every game individually, and you can definitely look at this one. Like, it's not like they didn't show up to play. I mean, the Wolves looked really good in the first quarter, but it is what it is. I feel like those afternoon games are super weird too. Like, it really does feel like almost always it's going to be a blowout in some.
Mm-hmm. What are you laughing at?
Your background, it looks a little different.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
That's crazy. Wow. Oh, that's a digital screen. I thought it was. I thought you had that coming all over that as like a printed out painting.
Here, let me fix it. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
That's actually. Okay.
We're good. Sorry.
That's 9. That's 9 right there.
We could touch on. I was about to say we could touch on 9. We could touch on the Vikings.
I would touch 9.
Second, if you wanted to.
Sure, let's do it. Yo, listen, I actually do, all honestly, I love talking about JJ McCarthy because I do think he's the guy.
I think that's the only thing that we need to talk about is the current big narrative that everyone is, Vikings are moving on from JJ McCarthy. They don't believe in him, blah, blah, blah. I don't believe that necessarily. I don't see that happening. Everyone's, okay, like our friend Emily has been sending a different tweet every day to me about Kyler Murray. And yes, I get it. It's exciting. But I don't know. It hasn't happened yet. So I don't really know what to think, because if you asked me before this was even a conversation, I would say Kyler doesn't seem like he'd fit in KOC's offense that well. Can he sling it? Absolutely. I think he'd be an option. But I don't know. I just don't see how he'd be like, this is totally the opposite from JJ McCarthy. He's the answer. This guy's going to bring us to the promised land. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously exciting to think about because a lot of people think we need a quarterback. And one of the former the number 1 pick is available from a couple drafts ago. Also won a Heisman. Like, no disrespect to Kyler Murray, but I don't know. I feel like if you sign Kyler Murray, it is kind of, you're almost putting the full nail in the coffin for JJ's like progress. And I'm not saying like he has to be a starter to succeed, but he's in year 3 after, missing his first season with an injury, missing a ton of games last season with an injury. He's had no rhythm to to ramp up into being like, look, Drake May was so good last year because he's constantly healthy and he's playing every game and he's getting that experience under his belt. And I feel like I've seen enough flashes from JJ to know he can get there. But the question is like, do we need him to be like a top 5 quarterback right now to win a Super Bowl? I don't think so. I think like we have had a lot of success in the past with quarterbacks, like, no shade, but like Kirk Cousins. He's never been a top 5 quarterback, but we've been great with him, right? And we've even had wins with like Nick Mullins and stuff. I think KOC's always got the ability to like find ways to win regardless of who the quarterback is, but you've got a young guy who's energetic and hungry and passionate, and I don't know. I think that's 9. I think there's too many.
That's passion and hunger.
I think there's just too many like green flags right now to just decide to throw it away. But it's a difficult conversation. Like, I talk to so many people who are not Vikings fans that are just like, I don't believe in JJ McCarthy. And I'm like,
And
That's fair, I guess.
I don't expect it to, because you're not watching every game, and that's fine. But dude, you and I obviously believe the same thing regarding this issue. But he's shown so many flashes where I want to see more of what he's got. I don't care if he's going to be the answer or not, but I don't want to give up on something like that quickly. That's the highest pick we've taken a quarterback at in. What, since like Fran Tarkenton or
Ponder?
Something?
Wait, when did we grab Ponder?
Dude, Ponder was like...
He like a third rounder?
He was 12th. No, he was like 12th or 13th.
Okay.
So...
God, that's crazy.
Let's give up on him that early. I want to see more of it. People forget about that Bears game. That first game where we got to see him come back and win us a game against the Bears, who ended up being pretty damn good, by the way. I'm sorry.
As someone predicted on this podcast.
Yeah, he did say that. Roll the clip.
Yeah. I don't want to edit, so I'm not going to roll the clip.
Okay,
so.
we're not going to roll the clip. That's fine. All right, but...
You guys know. If you know, you know. If you know, you know.
Yeah, so roll the clip. No, I'm just kidding. We'll do it in post. But
yeah.
So I think
he was offensive player of the week 1, his first start.
And then there was a lot of rough times in between then and the end of the season, but bro, I was, against the God, I can't even remember what game that was. Like towards the end of the season, I think it was
the Lions game. When he went into Detroit and smoked on that Lions pack.
Bro, he looked insane for like a little. He has these flashes of greatness, and if he just gets a little bit more time, maybe he sits behind somebody. I will say, KOC didn't work with Carson Wentz, sure, but there's something about bringing in a guy who was drafted in the top 3 picks. Heisman winner's interesting. Maybe he resurrects Kyler Murray, and we get him for a year or 2. But at this point, I wouldn't even be mad about bringing in Aaron Rodgers for him to sit behind him for a year. I know Aaron Rodgers we can go down that rabbit hole, but
Emily would be so excited if we do that.
I know, but
like, I told you.
I would just love if we could have him, it just be like a close QB battle, and then he can sit behind someone who's, has a great resume. I don't know. Yeah. What I'm saying, I'm not giving up on 9. It's not over yet. I think he still has a lot to show for me to not believe in him. That's it.
I feel the same way. I think that's definitely a good place to kind of leave it there. I do think Kyler Murray is a super exciting quarterback to watch. He's so mobile.
Yeah, he's great. Freak athlete.
He's a freak athlete. I mean, he literally was drafted like 9th overall for the MLB. Like, he still has an opportunity to go play baseball if he wants to.
He could do that. Do you think he could? If he was just...
The A's have said, they've said forever, because they still have the rights to him. They're like, if you ever want to come back and play ball, like, we will welcome you in with open arms. Because he was incredible. He was incredible.
So, great ball player. If it doesn't work out here, good for him.
Yeah. I guess there's like worse things that could happen for the Vikings. So, like, I wouldn't be mad if it happened, but it is what it is. So,
so this will be funny looking back on. I don't know what's going to happen, but
yeah. And that's part of just being a sports fan, and like why I don't like having conversations that have like finite language in them, because anything can happen. Like you truly never know. This is a super rare one, like random one, but anybody who's like a follower of the NBA, there's a man named Colin Gillespie who was an incredible college player, and then he came into the NBA, and it just was like, it doesn't seem like he's going to make it. He just doesn't have it. And he is in year 4 or 5 now, and he's getting like constant regular minutes with the Suns and is impacting them as a winning team. Like, you just never know when a guy is going to figure it out, right? You just never know. So I'm never going to sit here and be like, yeah, JJ's done. I don't believe in him, because he could show up next season and just absolutely change everybody's mind. So let's hope that's the case.
I would love that.
Yeah. But anyways, back to the Wolves.
Back to your Wolves conversation, by the way. If you haven't,
no, it's all good. Yeah, I mean, I know we said we weren't going to talk about the Vikings, but we did, and I think the people are happy for it. But I just wanted to like quickly touch base on the Wolves season overall before we move on, talk some Wild.
Sounds good.
But Yeah, I think it's been another season kind of like last year, right? It was a little weird to start, but the team's kind of figured it out. I think it's also super cool that the starting lineup we have with Devo, Ant, Jaden, Rudy, and Julius is the number one most used starting lineup in the NBA. So the chemistry and the time together and the cohesion is there. And when they really want to turn it on, they can. And I think we're in a really good spot. I think all season long we've shown what we're capable of, also shown what we're capable of doing to lose games. But with that said, we made a crazy move at the trade deadline. We went and got Ayo Dosunmu from Chicago, Illinois. And he's come in and he's absolutely impacted the team in such an amazing way. And he feels like a piece that can complete the vision that Chris Finch has. And not only that, we went out on the buyout market and got motherfucking Slow-Mo back. Another large body who can handle the ball. If we want to go on a smaller lineup with Rudy on the bench, you can have Julius and Kyle out there for size still. Like, I love the way this roster is shaped out. I really am excited with the way things are going. You know, win or lose here and there, the Wolves have proven that they can turn it on when they need to. And again, like you said, just because we lost today doesn't mean we haven't won. I believe we won like 8 of our last 10.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think, that's great.
I don't even know what that looks like, but
I'll take it.
Kyle Anderson, great defensive presence. I'm very excited that he's back on this team, man.
He's just like basketball IQ wise, like a coach's dream. Like he's the guy like coach wants you inbounding the ball because he knows you're going to make the best decision out of anyone on the team, and love Kyle Anderson for that reason. He also he's just a cool dude. Like everyone on the team loves him, so they're happy to have him back. Mike Connolly, left and then came back too. Like
that whole thing was wild, by the way.
That was really weird. Yeah, I truly believe that was kind of the plan. I think Tim Connolly was coordinating. He's like, yo, can someone hook us up? Like, we want Mike to stay, but we need to like get rid of that money. So people were like, yeah, all right, we'll help you out. We'll trade and release. The only way to get him back.
Do you think
there's no way it just happened to happen?
You think that another team played ball with us? I mean, I guess it would make sense to be someone who's not even like, we never play, Eastern Conference, nothing to do with it. I don't know. I mean,
well, I think a lot of it too is like other teams also didn't want to take on that money.
Yeah, true.
So when we traded him, the Bulls took on that contract, and then the Bulls gave the Hornets that contract, and then the Hornets bought him out so that he could go sign somewhere else, so that they don't have to take that cap hit. So we were able to sign him for the vet minimum. So he took a pay cut in reality, but like, I think that's what he wanted. I think that's what the team wanted, because we still have him in the building.
If it was intentional and another team was, okay with it, I think that's even more impressive of like a sound business decision. That's insane.
Like, listen, I'm not sitting in the meetings, but I know like it's similar in all sports. Like all the GMs know each other and they talk all the time. They like have like get-togethers in the summer, right, for like the league meetings and stuff. Like, there's a part of me that believes like Tim Connolly had some favors and he pulled them. Crazy. Because we wouldn't have Ayo Dosunmu if we weren't able to get rid of Mike's contract. So
true. Well,
yeah,
we did it, and we definitely made some good moves. Filled some holes that were desperately needed to be.
Yeah, cut some fat as well. Yeah. R.I.P. Rob Dillingham.
Sad.
We wanted it. I really wanted it to work out. I mean, I made you so good in 2K. You were our starting point guard. You would led us to a championship. But fortunately, this is the real world. And if you don't know how to score a bucket at any point in time, you are not getting playing time. That boy cannot score.
Dude, it was so exciting when we drafted him, but it was just not the place for him to develop. So
true. And he can get more minutes in Chicago, but it also looks like he's kind of losing that opportunity because he's just a clown out there. From what I'm hearing on Bulls Twitter, they're not like super impressed. But that's the thing, is like he seemed like he had this crazy ceiling coming out of college because he's shifty, he's robbed with the shifts, and just sometimes that doesn't translate to the NBA.
Hey, don't give up on him too quickly. It happens.
Hey, he might be the next Colin Gillespie, right? He might find his way.
That might be the next time.
Might be the next 9. Anyways, let's move on from Timberwolves talk. Let's do some Wild talk. I wanted to let you have the floor and tell me about these trade deadline acquisitions and etc.
Ladies and gentlemen, last time we talked, I don't know the last time we talked, but I'm going to operate as if we haven't talked all season. We started off in October. It was awful. It was sad. We looked terrible. All of a sudden, we turned it around and had a very, honestly, a historic November for us. I think it was the best November we've ever had in franchise history, and it's just been great from there. Obviously, the cracks started to show a little bit. Luckily, we've been pretty healthy for the most part. I mean, every year we have one of those moments where we have 8 guys out, which we already got through, thankfully, but, knock on wood. Hopefully it doesn't happen again, but
what we knocked on wood.
We needed face-off help. That's been our biggest issue, and for some reason, that's been our biggest issue for the last 5 years, and we still can't correct it. Annoying, but, it is what it is, so... I honestly thought we were going to go out and get one of those top 5 centers. Everybody did, but we, fixed up the bottom 6. We got McCarron from the Preds, who actually, the dude's huge. He's 6'6". He throws the body. He wins. I think he's won 54 or 56% of his faceoffs. And then we have who else? I mean, we got some Jeff Petrie. I think that's how you pronounce his name. I had him 2 years ago, but vet defenseman, basically gave up nothing for him, and then we got our second. Oh yeah, by the way, we also got Quinn Hughes this year, but we got our second.
We've moved on from that.
Yeah, it was the craziest thing that's ever happened in the state of Minnesota hockey, but whatever. But we also got our second team captain that we've stolen this year in Nick Foligno. We're bringing him to play with his brother. I think they said for the first time in their lives, because Nick is 4 years older than Marcus. So growing up, they never played on the same teams. In college, they couldn't have played in college together, and I don't think they've ever played together. So he was talking about how, his dad was balling, the wives are going crazy, his mom's freaking, everything is just, this is the craziest thing that's ever happened in their family. So I'm so excited to see Nick Foligno, captain of the Blackhawks, in a Wild jersey. With, by the way, I don't know if you saw this, number 71, reverse of Marcus's 17. Dude, it's going to be so sick.
That's honestly so adorable.
But, bro, this is going to be the coolest thing ever, and everyone's going to be rooting for it. How do you not? He's also a great center, by the way. So, I don't know. This is going to be cool to watch. We got, God, dude, Bobby Brink. My dad coached him as a little,
Minnetonka's very own.
It's crazy.
Shout out to Minnetonka High School. Go Skippers.
Yeah, go Skippers, baby. That was fun to watch last night. Sorry about that. That sucks.
It's all right. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, I went to Rosemount, and my high school hockey team has not ever been in the state tournament in my life. And then we made it, to the second round, and then Clay's high school beat us, which is fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
But we are awesome, but I did say if y'all want, I'd root for you. That's because I also was operating under the assumption that Edina would make it to the championship again, which they did not, thank God, because fuck Edina. All my homies hate Edina. But
my dad hates Edina, bro.
Dude, no one likes Edina.
It's so bad.
That being said.
Also,
what was I talking about?
we were talking about the boys we traded for, but before you go into that, our last episode was October 13th.
Are you serious? It was? We haven't... No way.
We owe you guys an apology. Obviously, you've been starved for content. Yeah. Whoops. It's not like we haven't tried.
Okay. It's all Cole's fault. 100%. As you can see at the state of this episode. Mm-hmm. All Cole's fault.
That boy be traveling and be going on double dates. Does he go on a double date every goddamn weekend?
I think
because he's used this excuse a couple times now.
He goes out a lot, and he goes 2 places not called Minnesota a lot. So
East India.
No, we love him to death. But he just needs to stop having fun in his life so he can get our constant, beck and call.
We can say whatever because we know he's not going to listen to this.
That's true. He will never see this.
Yeah. Cole, you're
What
too
else
tall.
happened? All right, we got. Oh yeah, Bobby Brink. That's what we were talking about.
Tonka.
Dude he was traded at like, I think it was noon, 11 maybe, and he was in the lineup against the Vegas Golden Knights last night. Dude,
He must have been in the area, right?
Same day delivery. Like, what the dude? Are you serious? I've never seen that. I've never seen it.
Yeah.
The craziest thing. And dude, he was in Philly.
That is wild. I thought so. They weren't on the road. He wasn't like near Vegas.
I have no idea. He might.
They got the expedited delivery.
He must have been close because
That's crazy.
That is a 5-hour flight. So I don't know.
That's dedication because I assume he could be like, yeah, like a day to reset and whatever.
Right.
He was probably like, I'm playing for my like childhood team.
Yeah.
Let's
Oh,
go,
I would
baby.
be the same thing, man. I mean, that is the coolest call you could ever get. I'm sure his family's so hyped. I don't know if you saw. I don't know if you watched the game last night, but Billy G came on. He was interviewed. He said, "I was telling Bobby, just so you know, you're not here to hang out with your buddies in Tonka or go hang out in Wayzata. You're here to work." It's just so funny to think about.
Name dropping cities.
He's just a kid. He's back home. He's playing for his childhood team. How do you
The dream.
How can you not be romantic about hockey?
I have no idea.
How cool is that?
Yeah, it's exciting. Obviously, yeah. I didn't get to watch last night. I was at a birthday party.
Great game. We looked good.
Yeah, I do love like getting the updates from you and Cole in the chat and just being like, nice.
Yeah.
Hockey.
Cole's always either. He never gets too excited though. Like
Yeah, until the game's over.
Yeah,
He'll be like,
he will just get this is good, I guess. This is good. Or he'll be, this is absolutely pathetic. It's the worst thing I've ever seen.
I can relate, honestly. When the Wolves do well, it's like, all right, cool, yeah, obviously. I don't say much, but when we have bad games, I have a lot to say.
Yeah.
So does Twitter.
Well, besides today.
Yeah, I was decent today.
You got things to say, but
Yeah, I wasn't really. I think I had just come to terms with it pretty early that it was going to be a loss. So I just.
that's what just bugs me, man. Like, how can you? I don't know. It just feels like sometimes there's not 100% effort being given.
Yeah.
Ever. But
No, you can tell.
I feel like it's because this team knows they're going to be in the playoffs, and once they're in the playoffs, then they're given everything. I mean, all they need is Ant to just turn it on, and but when we need it, we should be trying to climb the standings a little bit.
Yeah. No, I mean, and they've been, since the All-Star break, they've been talking about it. It's like there's only so many games left. There's no reason to, like, not get up for them. But, yeah, I have to, like, on a human level, try to imagine, like, afternoon game at home is probably tough because your schedule's a little different and you have your family at home, like you're doing your real life. Whereas, like, the road team comes in and they're like, we was just at the hotel, like, we're here to hoop. And I feel like games like that tend to be the ones where a home team will lose, and the home team, like Dante, shout out to Dante DiVincenzo, by the way, my DH Gate fake Timberwolves jersey.
Beautiful man.
He's a beautiful man, but you can just tell, like, every shot he was taking, like, I was watching him shoot it and release, and, like, timing's off, something doesn't look well. Like, he was just awful today. And when you see your team shooting like that to start off, you're kind of like, damn, I don't know if they're gonna find it. Like, no one was hitting anything but Ant.
I've been wanting to ask you this question.
All right.
Every sport has, I don't know if I've talked about this before, but every sport has their positions that require a ton of just mental toughness. So pitchers, they got to be locked in. If you question yourself for a second, you're done. It's over. Hitters in the NFL, same thing. Goalies in the NHL. Okay, so in the NBA, it kind of seems like it's going to be, if you're shooting threes, what would you equate that to? Is it going to be a forward, or maybe, I don't know, your divos, I guess, of the league? Who would that kind of be?
Like in a different sport?
Oh, just no. I'm talking about how every league has, or every sport has, like, positions where it requires you to be mentally on, or you're gonna fail. Is that pretty much the entirety of the NBA, or is it just by position?
Like every position?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think because basketball is such a fluid game, it kind of reminds me of hockey. Like, there's a lot of times where you can be taking on a role you're not used to, like especially on like a pick and roll switch. Like if you're a little guy and you get switched onto a big guy and you're in the post, like you're probably expecting to have to defend somebody that is 10 times stronger than you, and vice versa. Like a big guy trying to guard a guard at the top, like. Never forget Rudy Gobert when he got that giant 3 hit on him from Luka. It was because a big guy like Rudy up there is absolute barbecue chicken. Like you get mismatches like that all the time versus like what you're used to. Like there's just so many different areas. Like it's kind of complex. But that's a good question. I mean,
I don't think you understood the question fully, though.
I don't think I did. And I'll be honest too. Like my radiator's like making a weird fucking noise, so I was like trying to make sure my microphone.
You looked like somebody was breaking into your apartment while I was asking the question, so I didn't know if you heard it.
My bad. I was just trying to. I was like, can I turn this off? Because some of the radiators I can like turn off. But
our big fans will understand what I was trying to say, and they'll leave multiple comments based on my question.
I feel bad that I misunderstood your question.
No, I'll make it quick. Basically, dude, it was just because every sport, pitcher, every sport has a position that it's like, it's a mental position. It's pitcher. You have to be locked in. Kicker. That's in NFL. If you question yourself, you're going to miss. Goalie in the NHL. What is that in the NBA?
I think it is everybody. Yeah. Okay. I don't think there is that one position, like maybe point guard, but like your job as a point guard is, sometimes you're not going to be the scorer, but you're always going to be the one handling the ball, right, which can be intimidating. Like the people who play pickup, you can kind of understand too. Like sometimes if you have to bring the ball up, people like right away are like, oh, this guy doesn't have handles. Like I'm going to go lock him up. But with basketball, I think like every position you have to be completely locked in, regardless of like what your game is. But yeah, for a shooter like Devo, like, yeah, he's got to take the shot the second he's open, and he always does. Like he is excellent at that. He never wastes. He's a catch and shoot guy.
That makes sense. I think.
Do you hear this radiator?
No, I can't.
Okay.
Because you probably have your noise cancellation on. You can turn it off if you want us to hear it.
It's just like right next to me. It's so loud.
That's awesome. Good for you.
Yeah, I didn't really think about this radiator being an issue.
No, you're good. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I can't hear it. You're good. Okay, but I guess last parting thoughts on the Wild. Which, by the way, should we don't have to talk about the meme, do we? No, we're not going to. It's fine. I'm going to talk about the meme. Okay, so 5 years ago, I was watching the Wild play the Rangers. We won. And I took a photo just of myself watching the game. It was on my laptop. And it just happened to be coming up all over the ice, it said. And it was a picture of like Dean basically sniffing Kaprizov. And I edited out the word up and then posted it on Reddit and said, that win against the Rangers had me, and that was that.
Coming all over the ice.
So, fast forward like 2 or 3 years, I start seeing edits like this. And then now, if there was a post about the Wild made by the NHL, you open the comments and it is this 7 times. And it is the most incredible thing I've ever been a part of in my life, and I'm so proud. I love it. I just want to tell everyone.
Yeah, I mean, like you made a meme that is like in the lore of like online Minnesota Wild sports fans. Like that's in a lot of people's camera rolls.
It's so, I'm like, I can't believe that it's still sticking around. Like this is the original photo right here of this is what I took, bro. It's crazy. It's insane. But anyway,
it's fine. I mean, that's fine. Excellent art always finds a way to travel and impact people.
This will outlive me.
Yeah. Honestly, this kind of reminds me. I mean, shout out to Nate from Crunch Wears No Pants, but he also just every now and then has an insane banger that he makes that I see like getting used here and there. Like I saw a tweet he did about Julius Randle that got basically stolen and turned into a TikTok, like the same idea, the same text, but someone just did it. And it's like, you just kind of have to accept that when you make something so great, it's going to be used by other people, right? Like everything's cyclical, nothing's original.
Love it. It's kind of beautiful in a way.
Yeah, I think that's really impressive, to be honest.
Anyway.
And the more people that know about it, the better.
Yeah.
True. You need the credit.
It's like, yes, that, but I also am like so proud. It's just exciting. I don't know. Anyway, so parting thoughts on the Wild. We look really good. I'm very excited about this team. This is the best I've ever felt about this team. I'm just really upset with the seeding and just the situation in the playoffs. We're probably going to have to play Dallas first round. One of these two teams, dude, these are two of the three best teams in the entire league. I'd say the Lightning were better than us. We just destroyed them. So no, they're not. Sorry. Power rankings.
Resume.
Yeah. So we are one of the three best teams in the league. I don't know if we're better than Dallas. I guess we're going to find out first round whenever that happens.
We're due to beat them in the playoffs.
We are. But
we're due.
If we beat them in the first round, I think we go all the way. I think we can beat the Avs in the first round. And honestly, or not in the first round, in this third.
If we meet them, yeah.
Conference finals, whenever it would be. But dude, I don't know. I see a lot in this team, more than I ever have. We are all in. I think that's pretty evident. The window's open, and the time is now.
Remind me, is every round 7 games for the NHL? Or is the first round like a 5-game series?
It's all 7, yeah.
It's all 7? Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, I would take this team in 7 games against anybody.
Yeah.
Like, I think they've shown they're capable of beating anybody, and if they get multiple chances, I don't think there's really anyone can stand in their way that I've seen.
They're
definitely not the Florida Panthers.
This team can adapt, which is really good because that's hard to do. And sure, if for some reason we can't adapt against the damn Mammoth, but like that's about it. We can figure out a way to play against just about anyone.
Again, yeah, we can lose a game and still be like, we're going to win this series. I'm not worried about it. So that's how I feel about the Wolves too. 7-game series with that roster, it's big.
Yeah.
Okay. Should we do this a Minnesota sports 20 questions real quick and then just and be done?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't pick somebody insanely niche, so hopefully we can get this one.
So yeah, it wasn't. I can't hear.
Courtney Williams. Yeah, it wasn't a WNBA role player. I'll love Courtney Williams.
Dude, Coles was so bad last time too. That was awful.
That one, like the offensive lineman.
Yeah, it was a lineman from the 70s that wasn't Randall McDaniel. Or I don't even remember. It was ridiculous.
Yeah. I don't remember either. That's how, I mean, but like he did follow the rules, I guess. But okay. 20 questions. Minnesota sports player, place. Sorry, the rule is it's a person, a place, or a thing.
Okay.
Minnesota sports zeitgeist.
Okay.
All right. What's your first question?
Is it a person?
It is a person. That's one. Damn, you're cooking already.
Do they play a sport with a round ball?
No, the ball is not symmetrically round.
Okay, well, you answered 2 questions there. Let's go. I assume they played a sport.
They definitely did.
Okay. For those who haven't watched this for that long, that is my favorite question to ask, and it makes them laugh every time, but it actually does a lot of damage. So, you don't dude, it's a great question.
It's a good question.
Because now it's down to hockey and football.
Yeah.
Pretty much. What else is there?
He's mastering the game.
Anyway. All right. Is it a hockey player?
It's the third question. It is not a hockey player.
All right. So that leaves us with probably a football player. Question 4: is this a football player that we might have grown up watching?
It is. Yeah. There was a time in your life where you watched them.
Okay.
It's probably earlier on in your life.
Okay. Damn, bro, I'm like already cooking here. This is crazy.
Yeah, there you go. That was only 4.
4 questions. Insane. All right.
See if you go on a hot streak or a cold streak, though, because that could really decide everything. Question 5.
Break this up into positions, I think, at this point, because no, I gotta figure out the team. But it's a Minnesota thing, so I should just ask: is it a Vikings player? Question
Yes.
5. Okay. Let's just throw that one away.
Only one football team. I guess college football could have counted too. So yeah.
But it also could be like they played for the Vikings for a second, or I don't know.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it an offensive player?
No. It is not an offensive player.
Is it a defensive player?
Yes, it is, and that's a good question because
I was thinking, dude. I was thinking about like it could be Gary Anderson. It could be Ryan Longwell. I don't know.
It is a defensive player.
Okay.
You have 13 questions left.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Damn. All right. So I have a lot of people on my mind right now. Mm-hmm. But okay. Damn. But it's only yes or no question. So was this player? Okay, got it. Was this player drafted in the first 3 rounds? If you
I actually don't know the answer to that. I think I know the answer. Wait, let me double check. Hold on.
Your answer gives me the answer because it's not going to be John Randall because you'd say no immediately because he wasn't drafted.
Okay. He was not drafted.
In the 3rd round? In the first 3 rounds?
He was not drafted in the first 3 rounds.
Why did you say he's not drafted though?
No, I will. Your question. What was your question?
Or was he drafted in the first 3 rounds?
Yeah. So no.
They could still have John Randall. I swear to God. All right. This fucking guy, bro. I'm telling you.
I mean, you should have just said was he drafted or not. That probably would have helped. But you had to say first.
Well, that would have given. That's like one player, though.
Okay.
So, is it John Randall?
It's John Randall.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you got me when I said he wasn't drafted. You got me.
Let's go. Let's go.
I could have. I was like, I'm pretty sure John Randall did not get drafted, but I like had to double check, and that's on me for not doing my research beforehand.
No,
so
you're
that's my
good.
bad.
You're good.
But I was like almost positive he wasn't drafted.
But no, it was you saying that the way it was. I feel like I'd be good at the traders.
You do have a really unusual skill for being able to like lie convincingly. So
Wait, don't say that.
that's not a bad thing. It's more like when I'm using the example of like you'll do a bit and sometimes I can't tell if you're being like so because you will be like when the video when you told your dad you're like, Dad, I think I'm gay. Like you really like you'll do shit like that. I think I would if you were in traders I would be worried about you.
Okay.
If I was if I was another trader, I would be like, "Fuck, I have the best."
I feel like
teammate.
that's not a good thing though. Like that, I'd be good at that game. But I
feel like I'm a good convincing liar, but you know,
like
I don't think that's a bad thing.
I was just saying,
I'm also a Gemini.
It's faithful. Like I could figure it out, but maybe not. I don't know. That was a crazy season though. But
yeah,
this is not.
Shout out traders. I just the UK traders. They also do a season like at the same time as the US. It's they're not celebrities. It's just like regular people. The most recent season, and it's on Peacock if you want to watch it. The most recent season of Traders UK is phenomenal.
Okay,
it's so
all right.
good.
We're gonna watch that. That sounds great.
It's a heater. Yeah.
All right, bet we're gonna watch
Yeah.
that. 100%.
You and all the cheddar potheads out there, go watch UK Trader Season 4.
All of our huge potheads.
So many. Our last episode that was 5 months ago has 16 views, so. Which is funny. We'll get like an episode that'll like do 300, and then the next episode will do like 18 views. So, is what it is.
For this episode, you should just name it something extremely clickbaity. Just like Kyler Murray already signed and broke his fibula.
I'll be like, JJ McCarthy joins the IDF and goes to war. That's too topical. All right.
JJ McCarthy.
JJ McCarthy has become a suicide bomber.
Okay, anyway.
And I'll do like a crazy AI image of it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it'll get clicks, and then they'll see this and they'll be like, "Wow, these guys know what they're talking about."
Can you actually name it that?
Should I?
Yeah. Okay.
I'll cook. The viewers will. If you're this far in, you know what we named this. So, yeah. Should I take us out?
You can take us out. This is going.
Yeah, I gotta go feed a cat on the other side of town. So,
All right.
not a euphemism. I'd actually have to go feed my friend's cat.
No, it's. Thank you for clarifying.
You never know. All right. This has been another episode of Cheddar Pop Podcast, your number one source for ethical Minnesota sports takes. I am Zach. This was
I'm Clay.
That's Clay. Well, I paused because you have to talk. Because remember, if you're not talking, you're on
I'm Clay, and this is.
You're watching Disney Channel. All right. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Love you.